Hello, happy Friday to everyone. We're super excited to have you back for another episode of Critically.
Crypto.
I'm your host, your friend, yo, Crypto Harriet Tubman, leading you to financial freedom, Crypto Bay J. And
hey guys, I'm your friendly neighborhood DJ Kayle. Nice to see you guys again.
And we're super excited to bring you the heat because it has been a crazy week. There's blood in the streets. And it's not just in the cryptocurrency world. We have been feeling the effects in the NFT space, and we can't wait to tell you more. This is episode 5, right, Kayle?
Yep, episode number 5.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to, Kayle, pose for the thumbnail. Okay, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pose. All right. I'm going to give you your top 10. So let's jump into it. Going to share my screen.
Let's see the sales.
Are here. Drop your names in the chat. Say hello. Say hello to us. Let us know how your weeks have been because we want to hear it. So, top NFTs on OpenSea. All right, I hit the stats button on the top right, and we have, I'm going to change this to over the last 7 days, what has been going on. And let me see. I hope it doesn't take too long to refresh because it's looking like it.
This is taking into account all the discounts.
Lots and lots of discounts, Kayle. Okay, so number 1, we have Azuki. Okay, they are actually up 332% over the last 7 days at a floor price of 15 ETH. And that's really exciting. That's really interesting, I meant to say, because I guess that means all publicity is good publicity because they have been the talk of the town, and we're going to get more into why that is so. All right. Number 2 is the other deed for other side. This is Yuga Labs. Their land sale. It is down 87% this week at a floor price of 2.9 ETH. Number 3, we have Bored Ape Yacht Club here at, Bored Ape Yacht Club is down 53% this week at a floor price of 99.99 Ethereum. I think they're doing okay. All right, number 4 is Mutant Ape Yacht Club. It is down over the 7-day period, 57%, and it is sitting at 20 ETH at the moment. Number 5, we have Beans Official, which is basically the baby project that is connected to Azuki. They are down 37% this week, with sitting at 2.29 ETH. So that is definitely a discount. So if you have the ETH, you might want to consider it. We'll get into that later. Number 6, this PXN Ghost Division is down 59% this week, sitting at 3.9 ETH. Clone X and Takashi Murakami with that is up. It's up 1.9% and sitting at 13.91 ETH. Number 8, Moonbirds. This is the huge project that everyone is expecting to moon, is down 14.26% and sitting at 23.6 ETH is the floor price. We have number 9, Doodles, which is actually down 39% percent, sitting at 13.9 ETH. They actually have a new CEO that came over from the corporate world. And so people have a lot of expectations for that project to go the long haul. And sitting at number 10 is the Solana project that's been on the top 10 for some weeks now. Okay, Bears, it's down 18.91%, sitting at 141 Solana. And I think that might be the steal right now, because Solana has dropped its price. Like, it's about $50 or so.
Yep.
So that might actually be a good time to get into that project at a discount. So that is your top 10, and I'm handing it over to Kayle to hit up the Stacks NFTs.
Yes, let's get into it. Okay, guys, this is a little crazy. So we're looking at, right now, we're looking at 24-hour difference. And I just want to show a project that just launched today. Marbling's number 2. Floor price 83, just launched today. Mint is 65. So if you're an OG or whitelister, you can currently mint it at 65. And if you want, flip it, because the lowest price right now is 83. That's something that's there. But let's look at the top 10 for the last 7 days. All right, so Megapont their floor price is 2,185 stacks. That is a dramatic drop from the last 2 weeks. If you guys know, they were at 3,500 stacks. So we see a dramatic shift. Yeah, the bear market is really, letting people know, do I really want to stay in this project, or do I want to drop out of it, put my money aside on the sidelines, and come back a little bit later? So we're definitely seeing drops here. The sales, so they're actually up 121% today. But again, that's a dramatic drop from what we saw from the last 2 weeks. Number 2, we have Bitcoin Monkeys. Their floor is 819 stacks. So they're actually been pretty stable the last 2 weeks. They have not seen a massive drop like Megapont. They've been pretty standstill. They're actually up today 125%. Incredible. Bitcoin Birds rebounding. Again, another blue chip stacks NFT project that's been around for a while, since the very beginning. 879 is the floor price, and they're up 149% today. Number 4, we have Marbling, who just is minting today, making their debut. Floor price is 83 stacks, up 100%, and they've been having some wild sales. Again, we're seeing some cool flips, but we're also seeing people flip to buy post-reveal. This is a strategy we see some people have. Number 5, we have Mutant Monkeys, a companion collection from Bitcoin Monkeys. Their floor price is 105 stacks. They're actually down 52.9% today, which is pretty interesting. Number 6, we have Project Indigo Act 1. So their floor price today is 94 stacks, and they're down 11.62%. Number 7, we have a companion collection from Megapont Robots. Their floor price is 140 stacks, and they're up 62% today. Number 8, we have Club 100, and their floor price is 37 stacks, and they're down 66% today. Number 9, we have Crash Punks Volume 2. Their floor price is 75%, and they're down 0.98% today. Over the last week, guys. Sorry, this is over the last week. So this really gives you a look at how the NFT market is taking a hit from the traditional bear market. So we're seeing a shift here for some projects more than others. And last but not least, number 10 is Madstar HBAC Rails Club. So the floor price for the week has been around 31 stacks, and their weekly percentage is up 46.2%. So blood in the streets, the markets are really feeling it, the projects are feeling it. Again, if you want an entrance into some of these projects that you were priced out of before, this is a good time to look at things and to decide, Megapont was 35, 37 floor 2-3 weeks ago. It's 21 now, was 1,900 a couple days ago. These are prices to consider when you want to get in on these projects. What do you think, Crypto Bay J?
Well, I think that, everybody loves a sale. Everybody loves a sale. I mean, it's time to go shopping. And if you're missing the sale this time, it's all good because, for next time, it's a learning curve for all of us. And you always want to have some money saved away for a good sale. All right, all right, all right. Let me just check in with some folks here that joined us live. We really appreciate you. Like and share. Don't forget to tell a friend. So let's see, we have Parabolic P checking in, Jojo Way checking in, Forenzo6 checking in, and we have Jason AS checking in. They're shouting out different currencies. They're paying their like tax, and we love it, we love it, we love it. So today, I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk about rug pulls and just overall protection of your NFT assets because inspired by the story we're going to get into today about Azuki. Now, a rug pull, the definition of a rug pull is an intended or unintended crypto scam. All right. So that can be an NFT project, that can be a meme coin project, that can be, a DeFi project, it can be, a side chain, it can be anything in the Web3 space. And if it falls under this definition, people are gonna call it a rug, a rug pull. Are there anything else? I'm trying to think, is there anything that I didn't cover about like the different types of, like, anything can be a rug pull. If there is a new NFT platform, purchasing platform that then decides that they were going to shut down after they took a whole bunch of people's money, we would call that a rug pull. So just so you have an understanding of the word. So I'm going to talk about the different types of rug pulls, and I'm going to cover some. Kaylee's going to cover the others. So there are intended rug pulls and unintended rug pulls. So I'm going to give you some examples. A intended rug pull, what we're going to consider an intended rug pull, are the Azuki, the Pixelmon, the Stacks Bears. The unintended rug pull is more like celebrity NFT like D. Aaron Fox or Melania Trump, where they're not really that familiar with the space, and they're treating it as if they are it's a product that they can decide to just participate in for 6 months and then go away, right? But the community is going to consider that a rug pull. So I'm going to jump into the Azuki rug pull, and I'm going to pull up an article about that right now. So let's talk about it.
Yes, let's talk about it. Azuki is getting a lot of heat right now. A lot of heat.
Yes. And I want to make sure I'm sharing my screen. Start. Alrighty. All right. Azuki NFT founder admits to 3 failed projects. Is this the end for Azuki? Okay. A shocking revelation has stunned the NFT community. The Azuki NFT founder just admitted to being behind 3 failed NFT projects prior to the launch of the popular Azuki NFT collection. Specifically, he previously created Crypto Funks, Tendies, and Crypto Zonks, projects that are allegedly rug pulls, according to the Web3 detective Zach XBT, which is hilarious to me that we have Web3 detectives out there. I had to save his name just in case we might have to do some research on, with this show. We can have him on and to talk to him. So in a Twitter post, Azuki NFT founder Zagabond.eth posted a link to a blog entitled A Builder's Journey. The caption says, bull or bear, Azuki is building towards the future of Web3. We're in it for the long term. Builders need to experiment with Web3 to challenge Web2. Azuki is built on learnings from creating funks and other projects. This taught me to lead, not follow. The blog highlighted the founder's history of creating NFTs, starting with the crypto funks, a simple parody collection, which evolved into the movement representing something much larger in the NFT space. The founder said the project challenged the community to think about Web3 copyright rules, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Goes on to give you more details about these failed projects, and you can read it here on nftevening.com. So while the blog is probably meant to showcase the origin of Azuki NFT, the lessons the founder learned through the NFT ventures is also caught the critical and observant eye of the NFT community. Twitter user, the investigative reporter, made a thread accusing Azuki's founder of rugging 3 projects in less than a year. Bro, okay, talk me through how you're seeing this. He launches an NFT collection, immediately ceases all activity post-launch, deletes all social media, and closes the Discord within a month of the mint. I was there. Were you? We were literally left with this. So I want y'all to understand that these projects are still out there. People are still holding these projects, and the prices of these projects are extremely low. So they feel some type of way, right, that the founder would then launch this super successful project called Azuki, and just kind of, and it's on the top 10, it's #1 right now, and kind of leave them holding the bag. Now, why did he think that this was going to be a great, thing to post, topic of discussion? Did he feel like people were going to feel good with him and say, and empathize with him on his journey to finally releasing a good NFT project? Well, I saw something that was posted by a Twitter, Instagram influencer, crypto influencer, OX Hustler, that said, if you thought today couldn't get more interesting, rumor has it that Cool Cac's team was going to expose the founder of Azuki so that he was forced to come out publicly that he rugged 3 projects before creating Azuki. If this is true, this is wild. So maybe he got some pressure and felt like, this was the PR way to handle the situation, the issue. Let me tell you, it's been highly controversial. And as you saw, the Beans project on NFT, on OpenSea, is down with this news at down 37%. Sitting at a floor price of 2.29. And that has also dropped pretty dramatically as well. So Kayle, what else do you have for us in this category of rug pull projects?
Yes. So we're gonna look at Stacks Bears, right? So Stacks Bears is essentially a rug pull. Basically, the founder, right, they released a collection of bears. Then, after releasing the art and advertising about the bears, they disappeared. Discord empty. Social media silent. This scared people because, unfortunately, there are a lot of people still holding these NFTs because they thought this was a good investment and that they'd see an ROI. And unfortunately, on Stacks, although it's a newer blockchain and it's on Bitcoin, does not mean that we don't experience rug pulls. There are tons of these going around right now. So it's incredibly important to know who the team is. You don't want to go on the website for the NFT project and see NFTs as profile pictures with no LinkedIn's, no Twitter bios. You want to know who these people are because they're holding your money hostage. They're holding your fiat, they're holding your Bitcoin, they're holding your Stacks, your ETH, they're holding it. So you want to make sure you're doing enough due diligence to identify these things, right? And we're looking at an ETH project, Pixelmon, a couple months ago in February. They advertised that they were making a game like Pokemon Go, but it was for Pixelmon. So they're advertising that you'd be able to venture into a world with Pixelmon. You'd be able to interact with them. You'd be able to catch them. You'd be able to play games. Well, this is what they were saying. They basically said it was like Pokemon Go. And if you play Pokemon Go, you can walk around, you can spin Pokestops, you can catch Pokemon, right? So you basically see the UI, right? This is what they were advertising. This is what people were getting. Massive difference, right? What you expect for what you get, even here, Pixelmon even dropped a picture of what they wanted to release. A dragon, the air dragon. Look how crisp the pixels are. Look how cool it looks. Now, this is in actuality, with a mint price of 3 ETH in its primary sale, the equivalent of 8,100 USD, it started off as an expensive project, with plenty of fans ready to invest in what was sold as an actual game. Once it was revealed, however, it quickly saw a decline. Now, what did people see? This is what people saw. This is what people saw. I just showed you guys the air dragon, right? This is what people saw. So this looks nothing like what they showed you. It looks really bad. And imagine you spending thousands of dollars on a game that you've researched, that you've been told will be a strong metaverse game that will change the face of metaverse, how we see it. This is what you see. This is the drop in price. We see an elevator fall. This is pretty bad. And this is what we mean by, was more, I wouldn't say it was an unintended rug pull, because at the same time, you have the company releasing information, they're testing these things. They know what it looks like. The members don't, but they do. And they thought this was okay. So
that's unacceptable.
Huh?
It's unacceptable, I said.
Yeah, it's bad. And, they advertise every Pixelmon NFT is fully modeled, is a fully modeled 3D character that you can interact with. And that was what you got. That's not Pikachu. It's not. So this is what we're talking about, guys. This is what we mean by identifying a rug pull and an unintended rug pull, right? There's no apologies that can really cover this, because you've had people who are spending thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on stuff like this, and it's not okay.
Yeah. Yep. So we are going to, so those are intended rug pulls. No one was going to be able to get past on that, right? So let's jump on over to some examples of some unintended rug pulls. I'm gonna cover De'Aaron Fox, who is an athlete, and I'm gonna just pull up an article right now that talks a little bit more about that whole situation. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the co-founder of Azuki collected 300 ETH in profits on the CryptoPunks profit, which is why people, of course, again, are upset. All right. So moving on to De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox apologizes after his NFT drops becomes a disaster. NBA player De'Aaron Fox is under fire for suddenly halting his ongoing NFT project, Swiper the Fox. The situation is a total disaster, with fans accusing the Sacramento Kings star of rug pulling after raising $1.6 million. The 24-year-old explained that he is pulling the plug because he must fulfill his obligations to the team and their loyal fan base. Before we cover how things went downhill, De'Aaron Fox started promoting his NFT December 2021, and the NFTs would serve as a membership pass into a club. In the roadmap he laid out earlier this year, he promised scholarships, metaverse interactions, and giveaways, and it was sold out. And I guess this was the artwork that they created for that. What really propelled the project was the community aspect. Fox created a Discord for the project, which provided online chat room where users could interact with him personally, which is really cool because a lot of times in sports NFTs, it's usually a company that is running these projects. And so obviously when you have the actual athlete running the project and you know, there are pros to that. And that's what people really want to see, you know, that the athlete, the creator is authentically a part of the project. So he was very active at the start, answering questions on a daily basis. But by February 23rd, people had signed up for Fox projects paying $400 for each NFT. And he raised about 1.2 million. Things took an ugly turn when Fox issued a statement on Discord explaining that he had stretched himself too thin and would be unable to continue working on the project. After Fox's statement, the team behind the project removed all chat records in the Discord. They deleted all social media accounts, and Fox turned off commenting abilities on his social media platforms to top it off. An Ethereum wallet containing 1.6 million in funds for the project was mostly drained. The funds were redirected to various exchanges, making it more difficult to trace. Sounds like it kind of sounds like it was like they went put it through a mixer. Anyway, in the latest tweet, Fox maintained that the main issue is the timing of the project. He wrote, delegated certain aspects to the launch of the NFT in an attempt to partner with professionals. We weren't happy with the execution and demand on my time and attention. So he wrote this whole letter. I'm not going to read it for you guys, but I'm just going to keep it flashed up here on the screen where he apologizes and says he wants to reward his fans. Technically, he probably could have figured out a better way to partner with a company that was already knew how to keep this moving, and just kind of altered like how much access that the folks in the community had with him. But that is an example of an unintended rug pull, but in our community, we call it a rug pull nonetheless. And all right, I'm going to, Kayle, she jumped off real quick, but she actually is going to cover another, let me share the screen with you.
Yeah, guys, sorry about that.
Okay, you're back. All right, all good. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So Melania Trump, right? Not that long ago, she released an NFT of her eyes. And at first, people were really hyped about this. The previous first lady of the United States was dropping an NFT of her eyes. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of thought put into this. Not only was it just a picture of her eyes and it had her voice giving audio and saying things, the NFT could be minted multiple times. Like there wasn't much of a limitation to how much you could mint. Not only that, later on, she released a collection and she minted it herself without doing her own research to make sure that it couldn't be tracked, because there wasn't much due diligence on how to actually identify wallets on the blockchain for her and her brand. So we're seeing celebrities come into NFTs thinking that this is a great way to make money in the short term and then kind of run off. We're not really seeing communities build. We're not seeing utility. We're not seeing a roadmap. We're not seeing any of these things. So it's things like that that we have to keep in mind when we see our favorite influencer or a celebrity or musician launch an NFT. What is it for? Are they really serious about this, or do they just want money to put into something else? So this is really interesting. We're going to see more of these. They're not going to stop, but we want to identify them so you guys get a good idea of what's out there and how to avoid these types of things.
Yes. And what's really important is that like the NFT space, the crypto space is really changing our culture around business, right? So the reason why these celebrities are doing this is because they're used to being able to, you know, prop up a water bottle and say, hey, everyone sell it. As long as they sold their 500,000 water bottles, they are, people are cheering for them for doing that, and they think they can just walk away at that point. But we're, a very interesting group, a community that feel like it, we don't really want to be sold those types of things anymore. We want authenticity. We want people to really care about what they are putting their energy into and stand by it. And so this is really changing our culture at large and how people are going to do business in the future. So going to NFT wallets. So we have centralized exchanges, warm wallets, cold wallets. There's also hot wallets. So I wanted to give the distinction between a hot wallet and a warm wallet, because a lot of people get confused. And most people don't really understand, but it's a very slight difference. Basically, a hot wallet is a wallet that is just secured by a passcode. And so that's going to be your least secure option of a wallet. And so that's why I did not add that up here, because we want you to kind of stay away from those. A warm wallet is going to have a passcode, but it's going to have like two-factor authentication. It's going to have a password and other additional steps to make it more secure for you and your assets. And then we have cold wallets. We have cold wallets, which are not connected to the internet. They're air gapped, and so they are offline, or what I usually just go by the term hardware wallets, but because there's a piece of hardware that is connected to it. So some people hold their money on centralized exchanges. I think we've said this, but I'm going to say it again. Don't do it. Please don't. There was an article that came out where, Coinbase just let everyone know that, like, listen, if they go bankrupt, your assets will probably go bankrupt with them. So you don't want to keep your money on a centralized exchange or your NFTs on a centralized exchange, because Kraken, Coinbase, they both have NFTs now, and you can hold your NFTs there. So I'm going to leave that for you. You have anything else to say about these two other areas of wallets, Kayle?
Yeah, so I know we all use, a lot of us are familiar with MetaMask, Hero Wallet, and Phantom. MetaMask is on Ethereum, so that's a Chrome extension browser wallet. Hero Wallet, same, it's for stacks, so you use that connected to the Chrome browser extension store. And Phantom, same deal, that's for Sol. So what we see is that we can connect to these on our browsers, and they store our currency, whether it's ETH, Stacks, Solana, and they hold our NFTs. We want to make sure that you are really safe using these, because if you click links, if you attach the wallet to a website that you're not familiar with, your assets can disappear and they can be drained from your wallet. So we're going to get into that a little bit more, but that's also a thing with warm wallet that you have to keep out for. It's great to have easy access on your computer, but you also want to keep these secure. So you can actually connect these to a cold storage device, which we'll get into in a little bit. Cold storage is not connected to the internet. So if you have a Ledger Nano S and a Ledger Nano X, you don't have to worry about somebody hacking into it because it's not connected to the internet. You have you have a passcode for it. You can even get Ledger Live on your phone and watch it through there. And of course, you can send things to your wallet, but you'd have to have your Ledger Nano X or S to actually verify that it's you with your passcode and your password and things like that. So this is how you stay safe in the space.
Yes. Yeah. And so to take that even further, let's talk about creating multiple wallets here. So you can't just have one wallet, okay? You have to have, Kayle, you talked about having a mint wallet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you have to the reason being is because if you were to get caught up in a scam, you don't want someone to just be able to empty out all of your assets, right? So you want to have some anonymity, and also you want to kind of separate your assets in different wallets, okay? You also want to invest in a hardware wallet, which is what Kayle just talked about, whether it's a Ledger or a Trezor, because that's just going to give you that added level of security. You don't want to click on NFTs that randomly appear on your wallet, okay? So that's happened to me. I think maybe when people purchase really popular projects, I think people might search for those projects and see, you know, those NFTs in your wallet, and they will send an NFT to your wallet. Do not interact with that NFT, okay? Do not click on it. Okay, I even suggest you transfer the money out of your wallet so you don't actually accidentally click on that NFT that just appeared in your wallet, because sometimes, I don't know how it works. We're going to have someone on here to explain this to you, but they can drain the assets in your wallet by clicking on those things. So do not click it. Let it ride. Sometimes people are sending you things to advertise, but you never quite know what's the difference. So do not click on NFTs that randomly appear in your wallet. You want to triple check websites before connecting your wallet as well, right? So she talked about those Chrome extensions. And so like, make sure you're going to the OpenSea official page, go to the Discord, go to the Twitter, okay? Check to look at the URL. Make sure you're going to the right website before you just go Google search it and click whatever's at the top and connect your wallet. You do not want to do that unless you know for sure that that is the website, because these scammers create fake websites as well. So definitely triple check these websites before connecting your wallet. And Kayle, you want to take the last one?
Yeah, if you didn't enter a raffle, you didn't win an NFT. So if it seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And that's something like, don't let greed blind you. Like, oh, I got a free NFT. This is so cool. No, always catch yourself in those moments and reason with yourself and let yourself know, like, hey, you know, this probably is too good to be true. So it is too good to be true. Jumping back into the Mint wallet, I actually got some really cool tips from a friend. Shout out to Eli Hirth. Say if you have a MetaMask wallet or a Hero wallet or a Phantom wallet, and you know you're going to have to click links to Mint, you have set up two wallets, maybe on two different tabs or two different computer screens. Have one that you send the ETH to, or the Stacks to, or the Solana to, and that just covers the mint and gas for the NFT and the send out of that wallet. Have your other wallet present. So once you mint it and it's in that wallet, send it out. That way, it's not sitting in one centralized place, and you have a backup wallet that you may just keep connected to your Ledger Nano S or X. That way, you have a system in place to ensure that if your main wallet gets hacked, they can't empty out stuff like CryptoBJ was saying before.
Yes. Someone mentioned that Coinbase, and I'm going to pull it up, but you don't have to jump out of it yet because I didn't have it pulled up yet. But someone mentioned that Coinbase is based on Coinbase's balance sheet. They don't look like they would be going bankrupt anytime soon, but they don't have as much money as you think.
I believe it.
They don't have, because their earnings were actually not great. So don't think that you could just be all cushy on Coinbase because I am broadcasting my screen. Okay, cancel. Is this saying broadcasting my screen? Yeah. Okay. No, cancel. So Coinbase lets users know what a bankruptcy could mean for their. Oh, you can't see it?
I can't see your screen. I wanted to add on to what you're saying. There's a lot of people right now who have stuff on Coinbase who have seen their stuff magically disappear. So it's like always like never leave your stuff on exchanges, especially Coinbase. Coinbase is notorious for taking people's funds, not helping them, not following up with them, ignoring their customer complaints through their service on their exchange or email provider, and not following through. So you cannot leave stuff on exchanges, especially not Coinbase, because they've proven time and time again that they're not reliable and they don't have your best interest at heart. And they work for the feds. So that's something else to keep in mind.
That is something else big to keep in mind. It says, I'm not going to pull up the article, but it says Coinbase's earnings were bad. Worse still, the crypto exchange is now warning that bankruptcy could wipe out users' funds. This is a Fortune article, you guys. Hidden away in Coinbase's Global's disappointing first quarter earnings report, in which the U.S. largest cryptocurrency exchange reported a quarterly loss of $430 million and a 19% drop in monthly users, is an update on the risks of using Coinbase's service that may come as a surprise to its millions of users. I don't want to get too much more into that article because we still have more to go through, but you guys, if you need to do the research so that you can be a believer, we're telling you, like, do the research, because we don't want you to get, stuck out here in these streets. So some recommended warm wallets. If MetaMask wallet is your go-to Ethereum wallet, especially for NFTs. Trust wallet is also a really great Ethereum wallet. It also offers staking. You can hold your Solana on there. And it has NFTs. So those are kind of like I feel like people's go-to beginner NFTs for the Ethereum blockchain when they are looking for warm wallets. You, Kayle?
I agree. When I do ETH NFT trades, I only use MetaMask. I know that you have Coinbase wallet too, but I really don't use that. I prefer to use MetaMask.
So Phantom wallet, which we kind of already discussed, is one of the Solana wallets that you can use for Solana and also Solana NFTs, and the Hero wallet, which is the Stacks wallet that you can also use for NFTs as well. And again, why would people put their NFTs or money on warm wallets? That is because, if you are someone that trades or sends things to people, you are going to want to have some money or some assets on your warm wallet so that you can do everyday business things. In my mind, when I'm thinking cryptocurrency, I'm thinking, I have an acupuncturist, I have a dentist, I have a barber who all take crypto. So, you got to keep a little bit on there so you can pay for goods and services, or maybe you're sending someone an NFT, that kind of thing. And so that's why I would keep some assets on a warm wallet.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, let's talk about the bear market. Let's talk about it. Me and Crypto Beja, we were having a good laugh the other day. We were doing the slides and we were like, the 2018 bear market, that was the time to be. So back in 2018, right? Bitcoin at the lowest height of the bear market, Bitcoin was $3,200.
Mm-hmm.
That's extraordinary. Like we all know, we've seen the 69K memes. Bitcoin reached a height of $69,000 in 2021.
Yeah,
that's only a few years apart. Some people don't see that type of return in traditional markets. Like, that's an absolute rarity. And we look at Ethereum, their lowest in February of 2018 was $574. And in 2021, it was $4,800 as a height. Yeah, insane. A Solana, 4 cents, their low in April of 2018. Solana in 2021, $260.
At the height.
For Cardano, same thing as Solana, competitor to Solana, of course, 4 cents as well. And in 2021, at the height of the bull market, $3.10.
Which is great return on your money.
So a lot of people right now, they see the markets dropping, they see stocks dumping, bond markets non-existent, cryptocurrency. So we're seeing a bear market right now, guys. and there's blood in the streets, but this is a hidden blessing that people don't realize, because we just showed you the proof for 2018 and 2021, a couple years apart. We're seeing the lows right now, guys. Bitcoin hit 27,000, Ethereum under like 1,900. These prices, these phases will pass. But in these moments, yes, it's unfortunate if you had your money, if you bought in at 4,800, but keep in mind, these are essential buying opportunities. Now, there was a tweet that that I actually wrote out because I thought it was very funny. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that it's unfortunate that we're in a bear market. So this tweet really made me laugh. So I was like, I don't walk into Sephora and see my favorite Fenty lip gloss on sale and run the other way. The same can be said for Bitcoin on sale. So it's times like this, you have to really think, if the bag I wanted, or the shirt I wanted, or something that I've been dying, the vacation I wanted, the flights were on sale, would I get upset and run away? You wouldn't, because it's not a bad thing. It's a blessing in disguise.
It's a blessing in disguise. And it, again, the same thing goes for whether you're investing or you're thinking about whether you're investing in cryptocurrency tokens, or if you're actually interested in NFTs. Lots of NFTs are on sale. So this is a good time if you've been like, watching our show and like, I don't know how I feel about NFTs, this is a good time to jump in and get something, fairly inexpensive. So that brings us to the incentives for NFT bear market. You have low floors, right? We have, you can grab deals now and hold for the long term, right? Because the market, what we know, the market goes down, but it will eventually go back up. You can jump out of some projects, and if you feel like the price might continue to go down over some time, you can buy back in much cheaper. I will say that I was able to sell a VFriends ticket for a pretty, it was about 2 ETH. And it's on sale right now. It's for a VCon ticket, not VFriends ticket. I'm so sorry. It was a VCon ticket. I really wanted to go to a VCon. But I was like, oh, it's 2 ETH. I'm about to sell. And so, but the tickets right now, it was around 0.15 or 0.2 Ethereum. So as you can see, like, I jumped out, but then I could jump back in at a lower price now. I feel like that was luck. I am no crazy expert. I really go off of my gut and intuition. But again, that is timing the market, just so you have an understanding and idea of what we meant by that. So I'm gonna check in on the chat, see what y'all are talking about. Hey D, she's excited that she sees some ladies here talking NFTs, talking crypto. We love to have more women join the chat, the conversation. So welcome. Let's see, shout out to Leon. Let's see, Charnene. Oh, thank you. She's saying we're doing a great job. We appreciate you. Please, continue to join us. We are here every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Coinfluence was a big rug pull scam. I hope the SEC goes after them.
Oh, wow.
You have any comments on that?
I don't know about that project. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's see.
I'm officially a big Bitcoin maxi now. I'm just saying, that's what you need to be.
Listen, when we flip these NFTs, we're putting it into Bitcoin like all the other billionaire hedge fund managers. Okay, guys?
That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. And it's fun and it's exciting. But you know, really to make money in this space, you just got to be real boring. And that's just dollar cost average into Bitcoin, really. What else really is there to do? So what is the next? I'm sorry. Oh, we talked about Azuki. Did you talk about? We talked about Azuki already. So I'm gonna jump in and do the other side.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna jump in and do the other side quickly. So we've been talking about the other side. We've been talking about Yuga Labs. They teased their new game this week. And so I just want to share with you, hopefully I can share content with you and show you a little clip of what that looks like of this game. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let me try it one more time and see if it works. And if it doesn't, Kayle can share it with you. Yes. Yeah, I'm having an issue with it. But before Kayle shares that with you, I wanted to mention that there was another NFT project that came out this week. For those people that are interested in music NFTs, the Chainsmokers dropped an album NFT. And they dropped it. It wasn't a public sale. It was only for people who were really like super fans of theirs that they sought out. And they are giving away a 1% share of the royalties for the entire album. And this is the first time that someone's given royalties for the entire album and not just for one particular song. So if you can find that on the aftermarket, it could be pretty valuable in the long term if you can hold it for that long. But it says like, even if they deliver $10 million in royalties a year from the album, that's only about $20 per year per NFT holder. So it could sound greater than it actually pays in dividends, but you guys be the judge. If you love the Chainsmokers, then it could be something that interests you and your way to get into NFTs.
Awesome. Yeah. That is dope. And I definitely want to check that out. I'm going to put that on my list to see. So Crypto BJ was talking about on the other side here, and they're talking about the fragments of an obelisk that has washed ashore in the biogenic swamp. Voyagers, your other deed is your key to helping build the other side metaverse. As we reassemble the obelisk together, the other side comes to life. So here's a really cool picture, the Voyagers Journey. And here's a video Crypto BJ was talking about. Let's put the video, the sound up. Can you guys hear?
You have to start it over, I think. We can't hear, but we can see the game that it looks like an official.
It looks really dope.
Video game.
There's the swamp. Wow, look at the floating land. That's so cool. You see like an lava.
Yeah. That looks really, really dope. That looks really, really cool. So we just kind of wanted to share that with you so that you can, keep up with what they got going on since they're kind of like the biggest project to do it, or one of the bigger projects doing things right now. So you have an understanding of what the, what the top dogs are doing. So when people are, coming at you with other projects, you have a comparison. Let me know. We're about to wrap up. Kayle has another article she was gonna jump into. But let us know if you have any questions, drop them in the chat and we will answer them for you.
So I was looking at Sandbox, guys, And the article is basically about, they're basically talking about how land will have more utility coming in to play for Sandbox. And as we're coming into this bear market, a lot of people are, they're talking about whether or not it's a good idea to invest into metaverse land in the height of the bear market. Personally speaking, if you at some point wanted to invest into metaverse land, this is the opportunity for you to do it. A buddy of mine has Sandbox land, and during the last bull market, he purchased it for a few $100s. At the height of the bull market, it was about 10, 12 grand. Right now, it's hovering about $4,000, so he still has a large return on investment. But when the next bull market comes, he could probably see a much more. So we talked, and he even admitted that at some point, if he really wanted to, he could have rented out his metaverse land for passive income. So these are things to consider. If you're looking at Sandbox and their prices are low, we have projects like Moonray who are releasing land in Q4. If the bear market persists, this is something to keep an eye out for, whether it's Sandbox, Moonray, Pavia, Decentraland, things to keep in mind, guys.
Yes. Jump on these sales, y'all. For real, jump on these sales. Make sure you're also jumping in some crypto, buying some more Ethereum, buying some more Bitcoin, so that when the next sale comes and we have the market returns, you'll actually have some gains to actually invest in these new projects that come out 3 to 6 months from now. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for sharing. And Kayle, you have anything to say before we close on out?
Yeah, where can they find you, Crypto BJ? Where can they follow you at?
You can find me at Crypto BAEJ on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you are, hit me up. And what about you, Kayle?
You guys can find me at I am Kayle BTC on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yes. And so I want you guys to know that the whole purpose of Critically Crypto is to help you guys learn how to do your own research on your NFT journey. And with that, I want to say, keep your ears to the crypto.